Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to take a look at the Lovers in the Air event, or basically Valentine's Day for those who don't know, and take a look at the event in World of Warcraft and everything you can kind of get with it, whether it's worth it, what value you get out of it, and just a whole bunch of stuff basically. Now, the event itself is very easy to access. There's a portal in the main city with this little guy outside there. In all capital cities, there'll be this portal. It'll teleport you to Stormwind, and outside of Stormwind, you'll see this big setup that's there in terms of the Valentine's Day. Now, there's a ton of stuff to get, vendors to see, and quests to take, and you can take a look at all of that around here. A lot of them are very small, minor quest lines that players can do to obtain some chocolates for the event, which later on they can exchange for prizes, or alternatively just for EXP if you're busy working on a alt, or just like generic based rewards. The first vendor that you'll come across is this one here, who sells a lot of rewards for obviously little chocolates that you get throughout the course of Valentine's Day, and lots of players will be looking forward to that. Now, to the right hand side is the Lunar Festival, so you want to ignore that, and instead you want to focus on all of the vendors here. Now, there's a couple food vendors. These are actually pretty important because there's quite a few food related challenges in regards to Valentine's Day. There always is food-related challenges for these events, pretty much. I'm not too certain what the fascination is, but there definitely is a whole bunch of vendors and just applications that you can kind of get here. Generally speaking, the event is very, very good from the perspective of having a lot to do. And there's various little toys, trinkets, and interesting transmog that you can get, like dresses, that you may be interested in, predominantly for the purpose of having said mounts and transmog and things like that, because you always want to be able to dress up for romantic things, and if you're into RP, and of course Valentine's Day gives us a great incentive to procuring a lot of these gifts, because although yes, a lot of them are gifts or toys or things like that, we do have the incentive of getting them during the Lunar Festival. So yeah, but pretty good stuff. Obviously, just kind of walk around experiencing the vendors is all good and dandy. So make sure you're doing that. But realistically, of course, you don't have to go to these vendors. You don't have to participate in Valentine's Day. I just think it's a very easy, straightforward event that a lot of players can get a lot of good extra value out of. There's some mounts to get. Is actually a decent method of getting a little bit of extra XP every day without basically putting in a lot of effort. But yeah, also take note that you can teleport to some scenic getaways. These are cool for RP purposes, or maybe you're with your partner or friend and want to take some photos at some nice stylized romantic locations. Should you not be interested, you don't have to, but there are some achievements that will involve you going there. So if you're interested in achievements or achievement hunting, then unfortunately that is going to be something you're probably going to have to do. So yeah, as I said before, this event here is the Lunar Festival. It's completely separate from Valentine's Day. It's just that they usually run a little bit in sync, just due to the nature of the lunar calendar comparative to the main kind of Anglo calendar that we use. In terms of main quests and events, there are only a couple. So the first one are the main storylines that you can participate in. These are fairly simple and straightforward and require you to find some people in the city and do a very short kind of quest line. Your main kind of benefits are going to come from your daily dungeon that you'll be doing. This is super duper quick, like literally a couple of seconds. But yeah, it's super duper quick. There are a couple of daily quests as well, like dropping off gifts through the Scenic Route portal, and just, yeah, a whole bunch of basically daily missions and quests that you can complete pretty easily, to be honest with you. These don't take long. They take, 5-10 minutes each. They give you EXP, which is great, but then they also give you these chocolates. So unless, you have enough of the chocolates, then yeah, you obviously want to participate in various content, start farming them, because you can use them to get a ton of great prizes. And yeah, just basically a pretty good kind of mix of rewards. Speaking of which, obviously when you talk a little bit about the event, so the Crown Chemical Company is a instance raid finder event that you can do pretty much almost solo, to be honest. This guy gets basically nuked down so badly. I don't know what happens with the holiday fight, but they just basically nerfed him or nuked him down, or I don't really know why, but he just gets absolutely incinerated. And so it always makes it quite funny because it actually gives a fair chunk of EXP. So it's kind of like getting 1.5 or 2 bars of EXP pretty much for doing nothing. Plus you can get a 4 or 5 neck, but the main reason is to get this little treasure chest of chocolates. Inside can be a collection of mounts, as well as also just some very interesting kind of toys, which obviously judging by how often you're going to have to run this, you're going to be preferring the toys over the chances of getting that mount. But yeah, that's just one of those things. Of course, when we continue to talk about rewards, there are a couple things that we need to be aware of. So firstly, of course, the mounts for the celebration is super duper important. One of them drops from the actual duty finder itself. So you have 1 attempt per day to get it on each alt if you want to. It's not a high level requirement to do that dungeon either. But yeah, the main thing is that you do need to essentially farm yourself some love chocolates. You're going to need those because you need to exchange for everything obviously that you want from the reward shop. There are some heirloom upgrades that are available there. Obviously there's also the mountain bird that a lot of players will be naturally interested in as well. And yeah, there's just a lot of nice customizational options that you can grab through this Valentine's Day event, which is really, really cool. Beyond the obvious benefits of mounts and pets and things like that, of course, there are still other great rewards, toys. So yeah, basically you just want to grab yourself a whole bunch of great rewards. A lot of them are cosmetic, of course, but ultimately at the end of the day, there is still some good EXP to earn from the daily quests, and especially the daily chemical company. That honestly takes around 30 seconds, and you net out a decent chunk of EXP as if you'd done a quest and a half, and you also come out with some interesting alternative options. With that being said, the achievements are super duper straightforward, so hopefully players don't really struggle with that. And yeah, that's basically going to be it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Lovers in the Air event. I hope you guys have a great time and get the rewards that you want. And yeah, I hope you get to obviously spend the Valentine's Day or Lovers in the Air Day, whichever way you want to celebrate it, with that special someone. But yeah, that's basically going to be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.